Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat. My name is Bob Lennon, President of ThermalWood Canada, host for the show. Tonight, we have the honor to be with the band from Thin Ice that are going to be performing on the Thursday night of Hospitality Days. Art, you're the leader of the band here and been probably the legend that's been with the band the longest, right? And if I remember right, we kind of got together and organized something back in the early 90s. So you've been around the block a little bit. So tell us, why don't you introduce the boys here, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the band.
All right. Okay, over here on my left, this is Mark Doucet, lead guitar. And this is Ray LeBlanc on drums. And this is Mark Boudreau on keyboard, guitar, and backup vocals. This is our bass player, Al, on backup vocals. And yeah.
So Mark's already done this gig already with the interview, so he knows how all this stuff goes. So he's not nervous at all what's happening. But like we've talked about this before, but you play a lot of covers, but you also got your own music, right?
Yes, we're going to be doing two originals. One is called Welcome Home for the Summer. And oh my God, what was the other?
The other one is Oh So Lonely.
Oh So Lonely, yeah. Oh So Lonely. I just wrote that one 2 months ago. So and we'll be doing some covers like the Scorpions, Winds of Change, and Boston, Renegade,
and some Canadian talent. April Wine, don't forget
some
that.
April Wine for sure.
Lots of good
yeah.
Canadian content. There's Harlequin,
Street Heart.
Yeah. And
so we're talking about, Canadian content, but we talked about this just for the interview. Every single band that is playing at Hospitality Days is Canadian content. That's why the posters for Hospitality Days are the big red with the maple leaf on there, because that's what it is. It's all Canadian content. But, we talk about this at every single interview that I have, whether it's for Hospitality Days or talking to somebody else. The amount of talent that exists in this region is incredible. You guys got to have your theory on why everybody's so talented?
Cold. Be the cold air.
Cold air? Is that what it is? The minus 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indoors and lots of practice.
Yeah. Got nothing else better to do in the wintertime.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's the first time that everybody's brought that up. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
Well, it's our second favorite thing to do when it's cold.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's good. So
Canadian talent is amazing. The music is amazing. That's, like if you think about Bryan Adams, you think Céline Dion, we got the best here in Canada.
Yeah.
For the population, 30 million.
Yeah.
And compared to the States and everywhere else, Canada is number one in music.
Well, that's for sure. And the fact that being able to pull all you guys together, and again, to be able to do this with, as we talked about a while ago, 90% of the musicians that are going up on stage are from the area. And, from you guys being there on the first night, playing a whole bunch of different covers, and we got 4 bands. We got 4 bands playing on Friday night that are not cover, they're tribute bands. And we talked about this when I interviewed the crew from Rainbow's Edge. Playing tribute is even more difficult than covers because you're trying to get it exactly right.
Exactly.
And there's no room for interpretation.
That's right.
You guys can veer off and go for a little run for a bit if you want to, and then bring it back in and finish it off right. But if you're trying to be a tribute, you got to get it bang on every single time.
You gotta look like them too.
And you got to look like them too. Yeah.
There's more.
So what do you look like,
expectation,
Mark? Never mind. We won't go there. Like they said, you look better than your twin.
There's a lot of expectation as a
Yes.
Yeah.
tribute band. People,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even playing covers, you still try
Yeah.
to stay true to the song
Yes.
and do it
Yeah.
as you can. But
Yeah.
cover tributes, is
You know,
a different step.
you have
Yeah.
to imitate as close as you can. And
So, and you guys have you put out a few albums, eh? Haven't you? Over the years?
Yeah, I'm working on my third.
Third now?
Yeah, my third.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's that's stuff too that a lot of people don't even know. We've got a lot of musicians here that have put out albums and got them out there and stuff. And it's worthwhile having you guys there and being able to talk about that, be able to get to see people seeing you play, and then helping you out with some of those sales of those albums at the same time.
You know. And I work out of a studio in Nash Creek,
Okay.
and Mark has been there, and Mark plays the lead on the lead cuts, and a guy by the name of Paul Doucet, and awesome guy to work with. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun with that too. Yeah.
Well, it's not the first time that Paul's name has come up as a studio.
Yeah, he's
and,
such a great guy.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
why. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll have to do an interview with him somewhere along the line.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, be interesting because he's been working with quite a few artists from the region, so it'll be interesting to.
And he's a musician as well.
Yes. Excellent keyboard
Yeah.
player.
Excellent keyboard player, and actually plays everything.
So, what kind of message would you like to leave the audience? And
Well,
We're going to have a good time.
we're going to have a great time.
We're looking forward to being on stage.
Same here.
And I think that people will be
Hope it's
pleased.
a nice, warm,
Yeah.
sunny
We,
summer day.
Yeah.
Right. We started.
well, it's going to be. I guarantee it's going to be nice. I told you that a while ago. You already forgot.
Yeah.
Guaranteed it. Yeah. Well, we started in rehearsing in January, and we kept going, and we got 3 more rehearsals. 3 or 4
And you guys rehearse every Sunday night.
every Sunday. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of commitment.
Oh yeah.
A couple hours.
It's fun. We do it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get together with the boys. It's like getting together to play hockey or something. To me, it's a social thing a lot too,
Yeah.
as well as So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, Mark, you end up playing first out of the gate on that Thursday night, and then
Yeah.
coming back and playing with these guys later on in the nighttime.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
Should be a lot of fun.
well, that's good. And listen, guys, really appreciate the fact that you guys have accepted this offer to come in and play with us during the hospitality days, and we're going to have a good time, guaranteed.
Right on.
And one of those, and I think we're looking at planning this for the Thursday night is reaching out to all the people that were part of hospitality days over the years and been part of the committees and getting them out there as an appreciation, because we wouldn't be where we are today with hospitality days without those people that started that years and years ago.
It's going a long way.
Yeah, and hospitality days started in the 70s. And so.
I have an original hat at home.
Oh, do you?
70, in the 70s sometime.
Well,
The old.
I stopped off yesterday and seen Claire Wilt.
Oh.
Okay. And Claire was involved, right? In a lot of these things.
That's right.
So I asked her, like, could you come up with a bunch of names of people that were involved way back when? And she'd hang on. So she goes in and she brings out a program of I think it was 1981. And flip it over, and there's the picture of the whole committee. Everybody was on there, and there had to be about 30 of them in the crowd. And so you're looking at this, and you're going, oh, yeah, I remember him. I remember her. I remember this person. But there's a lot of names I did not know because, people have aged in the last 40 years. And so Claire was going to sit down and get me the names of those people so I can get a hold of them. So, that's one of the things. If you've been, I'm going to take this opportunity to do it. If you've been part of the organizing committee in the past years, get a hold of us and let us know, either on our webpage, our Facebook, or drop in at the old post office and let the students that are working for us this summer know that you were involved. And we want to be able to get you out there on that Thursday night. So Any other words of wisdom you want to leave our folks with tonight?
Venez en grand nombre.
Oui.
Aha!
Gênez-vous pas, venez nous voir jouer.
We're going to have a great time, and you guys are going to have a great time as well.
We'll see you there.
Rock and
See
roll
you
all
there.
night.
There we have it. Another edition of Northern Heat for this week. The place to come to listen to those stories that haven't been discovered yet.